Ah, hello, hello, and welcome to the show. Yes, I'm melting. Well, not melting, even though I'm made of snow. Perhaps you won't recall, I once needed my own flurry, and now you need not worry. Thank you one and all for coming to the first live stream of Kale's Tales. I love to I'd love to apologize real quick for those who this is the first time, and I scheduled for 2 p.m. Central Time. So now is about is 3:20 p.m. And why it's an hour late is because I just got back from Biloxi from visiting family members. It's about a 5-hour drive. I left around 10:30. Had stopped by the post office and made the safe trip back. There was traffic. There was a little bit of traffic. And so I had to quickly pull over and make a quick update on that. So if you're wondering why I took that long, why it took about an hour and 15 minutes, that's why. So thank you all for coming. Supernova, Derpy Cat. Hey, Caden. I know that's thank you for the birthday greetings. Hey, Shell. Thank you all for coming. I really do appreciate it. This is my first time doing this, and I had to rush myself. I still feel like I pushed myself too hard. That's just one thing. It's just one of those days, I guess. To probably set it up. That's the way. Hopefully, the next one it will be much more, properly more prepared. Is a fair way to put it, really. And so, what we're going to do right now, I try to do my best on studying on streams like this. There's so many great ones I look up to. There's the Micheal Kovach streaming the signings he would do. There's the KCO on his Twitch, his live Twitch. There is Marissa Lenti who does or fixing the reindeer on Twitch. She does they hide their face, hidden avatar, and fixing the reindeer, and they play games like I don't know, like Ace Pokemon or something. It's games I don't really, or like some Pokemon ripoff, some knockoff. I would try to join other live streams to see how they would do it, like how come it works for them, because I have no idea, like how it works. I try to do my study. I even got Indominendo to do a thumbnail, and by special art credit to Indominendo for doing thumbnail of Micheal Kovach's OC character, Kovy Cat, for uh who looks I made him look omnipresent, and my original character, Glenn. His name's Glenn Basil. He's just a psychopathic, insufferable. I tried. It was based on a painting I did. Um, thank you. Oh, thank you very much, Archive. This was a well, my first year. I had this since I was 16. I'm now 23. This was a free gift I got back in my early days of community theater. It was on a rack shelf for Joseph, the Coat of Many Colors, and I got off the rack. It was for free. And ever a 2 years later, when I would go to my second Comic Con, Pensacon, I would wear it ever since. So uh, when for the past 5 years, I would wear this as as a symbol, as like a signature look. I would later on to do it on my first almost every episode of Kale's Tales. I would go on to wear this coat. There's some that complimented it, and I appreciate it so much. You've all been so support friendly, and I appreciate very much of you. And I see that a shell draws and animates is in the chat. I know, well, I know which one they are, like from Tumblr, and they have a great Tumblr channel and YouTube, and I do recommend them. Please go and subscribe to them. They love Digital Circus as much as I do. So, thank you, Shell, for coming to visit. Very nice of you. Where was I get? Oh, right, Comic-Con. So with cons, I would personally see. I would try my best to go to next best ones, such as uh, once in Florida, twice when I used to live in North Carolina. Back when we lived there, my let's see, twice in Mississippi, twice in New Orleans, Louisiana, the and then Comic-Con in Alabama. To me, that was a special big deal one because not only was Lizzie Freeman the voice of Pomni there, but that was the first time in 7 years I ever went cosplayed as both Pomni and the new character. Chalk Chip Animation Studios made the pilot I did the essay on. The Art of Murder. I was told I was the first to cosplay as OC. And for those of you who are tuning in, I actually have recently got this new tattoo art of OC from the Art of Murder, which is to me it's a lovely thing because OC pulled up. I want to someday get redone and get like that robot hand from a little metal hand from Coraline, like pitching it, like it's pitching him and pulling him up. I think that's a cutie thing. To me, it's a kind of cutie thing, really. And I just love the creativity in tattoo art. I've literally got a scrapbook somewhere on it. So, what are we supposed to be doing now? I'm sure you're not doing Kale. What's the point of this? No, nothing I've said. I'm on my word. For just for a nice acoustic thing, I'm going to do my best to just stay well entertaining. Let's give a good rest here. I'm not perfect. I try my best on entertaining this smoothly. Feels relaxing, doesn't it? You know? There he was, high among the trees. There was anything that Joey believed that this is all to him. On the trees, and he's singing that. And Joey wasn't that. Put this song to him. I had a dream. I hope will come true. I hope will come true. That you're here with me. I'm here with you. I wish that you see the sky above us. The sun is over too. Small one, remember. This one song I remember from some about a dog, some about a dog with fleas. The down, went down the down, over to the ground, going up and down, going up and down, on to the ground, going to the ground, going to the ground, going up and down, going to the ground, going up and down. Down, down, going down the ground, going up the down, going down the ground, going up the down, going to the ground, going up the down, going to the ground. This feels just nice to get into acoustic, you know. A few things I know it needs practice, but all we're all allowed to do to play the song that the instrument that you want to play, you know? Go in. Let let let's go in. Let's go in the let's go in let's go in the garden. In the garden. Doing something. Let's let's go in the garden. You yes. Let's go in the garden. You've been waiting. Why were you relevant? Hanging outside. And what if find it? You see that it's waiting. Would you finally find it? You see that it's waiting inside down. Everything stays right where it left it. Everything stays, but it still changes. Ever so slowly, daily and daily. Ways where everything stays. Well, what are you expecting? It would have been an apology video, but the last time a YouTuber did something like that, she pulled it up awkwardly and started playing it, and the many dislikes and memes came out of that one. She ruined it for everybody, actually, and she became hated for that. So what else is there to do around here? Well, as you no doubt noticed from the recent videos, I would. Oh, hey Snoopy! Aw, happy birthday! How's the family doing? Oh, but please do tell Ezra, Soundbox, Ash, and the family. I do wish them all hello. I hope you're doing well. Please do be kind as to go like to Snoopy, not the Beagle from Peanuts, but actually, she usually do her Amazing Digital Circus comics for Domnendo and her new show, Gamma Girl and Friends, actually, for Bluebird Studios, actually. Such a dream it is, you know. I mean, just the passion on indie animation there, and Snoopy's one of the good ones. And for that, I thank you for coming to for my silly little orchestration here. What else we got for well, I was saving this for occasion. I'm sure some of you are aware of Glitch's new show, The Gaslight District, created by Nicholas Sipico, and recently got this from a Glitch store. Let's say from a glitchproductionstore.com. Is a unopened breadhead plush. Actually, I wanted to save just for this special occasion. Aw. Aw, thanks very much, Snoopy, for somebody to visit. Hope you're in good health. Hope you're doing well today. Very nice of you, actually. Uh, hey, Shell, how you doing? Oh, yes. Uh, oh, just for this occasion. Just this big old red buff. Look at that. This big old fluff. What do you mean you're at soup? What store you in? Why are you buying clothes at the soup store? Superman. Soup. I'm not a gun. I don't know. When the pilot first came out, I was watching it on break at work, and when I saw there's a big plush for him, I thought, dear God, I need to get that, you know. So let's see. So I immediately ordered it. I want to use it just for just for the video essay I did on the Gaslight District pilot, as everyone else was. Despite it came about, despite it came about almost about 5 or 6 months, 5 weeks late. It's still an awesome plush. See it now, nice comfort plush. Jaw drop. What? You know, his voice actor, Gianni Machadrano, just yesterday, it was a weird story. I got this, my fit, 30, my 30, my 33 tattoo at Dragon's Den by Rachel, but one of my, and OC from the Art of Murder pilot, actually. And, I got, the whole time, because I bought a print from Gianni, he was on his Twitch, his livestream Twitch. So I recently got, it's for a future video. I recorded it. It's for a future video coming soon enough when it comes. And on my he signed it live on my birthday. I got him to say as Breadhead this quote line, this line works from Oh, hey Rihanna, how you doing? Aw, thanks for coming. I was just talking about Breadhead here. Anyway, Gianni East Side Print is Breadhead. The quote from Pink Elephants on Parade from Dumbo, 1945. It's like peak cinema. I recommend peak animation there. It's almost, you might say, the first. It's probably what a cartoon acid trip looks like. It's like this quote of, I could stand the sight of worms and look at microscopic pictures, but Technicolor capitals is really too much for me. And that's the line I really still. It's like to me a quote, a brain rot that cannot that zooms around my noggin like a housefly that cannot leave. Thank you, Rihanna, for coming to visit. Very nice of you. I would recommend go subscribe to Rihanna. We both met. I've met her actually, and when I was in the examination Discord server, I was in there for a while. I transferred to tomato sauces, tomato sauce, Discord server. So kind and friendly. Some I recognize there, and his friend Elijah, the not so average fangirl who does live streams. She's going to be hosting tomorrow at 8 p.m. the streaming signings for the cast of the Gaslight District. I'm so excited to meet everybody. I'm so excited for her, so proud. And like a psychopath, I bought prints from each of them. Micheal Kovach, Elena Fitzgerald, John Winfield. I think Johnny may or may not be there. Um, Belshaber Rashape. He is who is the voice for the doctor and surgeon doctor that Ken kills off, and I actually met him, Belshaber and Lizzie Freeman at CandyCon, and we both had there's a picture of me and him dressed up as Bobney, and I think it was so nice. I'm so excited to meet everybody. This in a way, and this bread has just a prize to me, a prize possession. This go along with the others. So so here you go. Here's Breadhead here. Well, what else we have in what else we have in store? Actually, what else can I? Hmm. Oh, speaking of plushes, there is this one I like a fanatic. I bought a few things from the Glitch store. Thanks to PayPal. I think a handful of things is well when I immediately saw the probably one of my personal favorite plushies is Zooble here. We got the Zoopsta, the Zoopmeister, the Soup. Let's see, the Zoopinator. Would you do it for a Soupy snack? Huh? And if you're wondering why they have different parts, all right, I did something very crazy. I have plushies. Some plushies I don't use anymore. If you Their plushie is shaped like an egg. It's shaped like an egg, and the lens you can pop in, pop out. And in the show, they actually. Aw, thanks, Rion. Well, I definitely hope you. I do wish Michael and Elsie hello. Hope you have quite a lot of fun there. Oh, hey, Juwan, how you doing? Just showing off the Soup Meister. Um, so what I instantly did, I got different parts from different plushies. Some you may or may not recognize. I take them on. I take them on and off. It's like a kind of they're like a Mr. Potato Head. I would take the parts off. I would sew them and make sure they can easily fit inside the sockets here. So, for example, what have we in the bag of super pots? All right then. Let's see what we've got here. I'm terribly fascinated to know. Let's give it a good example, shall we? Shall we? Okay. We've got, all right, a nice good see, that's exactly where the Star Wars Wumpa Ice Creature his their so now let's see, Subal has the arm of Woolly Creature here. Let's see, what else we have in store? What else we have in store? Okay, let me see. All right, we've got I pulled together a nice sock arm, so they have I like to think they have a squid tentacle, a squid tentacle somewhere in there, you know. And instantly, I'd sew up the parts and make it look like a robotic squid. Oh, yes, thank you. It's actually not that hard to get one the Supal parts, or um if you do get a Supal plush from Glitch Production Store, it, a to me it was easier getting it on. Well, my card declined, but they accept PayPal. So anyway, as for Soup, what I did was, all right, I bought a Big Bird plush. I cut his legs off like a crazy person. I I got the limbs. I got some yarn and tied up together to make sure, hoping to God that it'll fit right in, like into their sockets. So we'll see how they work. So somewhere out there in my closet, there is a I crippled. I admit it. I crippled Big Bird. You hear that? Smack that on a coffee mug or a shirt. I crippled Big Bird. So sue me, Jim Henson, Joe Ganscooney. I crippled. Anyway, so we just give it a good fit on. See, you can try this at home if you like to. Try it. It'll be fascinating. What? Why do you kind of like? Why do you kind of look like Sean Schilbach? And why do I feel like you do a pretty good Kinga impression? Aw, thanks, Rihanna. I don't try to on purpose. There are other I do think do I know do an awesome Kinger, like Retropsody. I He does Deltarune, a lot of Deltarune and Undertale impressions, like does Chris, Sans. I can't unhear Retropsy as Sans and Papyrus. Like I never thought he would somehow imprint Sans to be from Brooklyn or the Bronx, to Papyrus being from United Kingdom. I got warn you, Pops. It is kind of muggy outside. Sans, I swear to God, if I walk outside now, all the mugs are sitting across our front lawn, and Sans just drinking a ketchup bottle like it's coffee. I can't. But anyway, I think, my opinion, Retropsy and Ash McShane, when he voices Kinger, I got more of a Shaggy Rogers from Scooby-Doo 5 from Ash McShane, who I got to voice Kinger in for a short video I did. Okay, anyway, here is, so far, I'm sure Subal, I don't know if they'll make a canon in the show, Subal has Big Bird feet parts. Like, oh, shut up, Jax. Speak for yourself. If everyone needs me, then F off. Whoa! And then Gloinks come up and take all their parts and pieces, Like, oh no! They killed Zubul. Anyway, you blow someone, get something to eat? Oh, yes, thank you. So, anyway, so far, that's what we got. And, we can also take apart what they have here, like it's antlers or something. Speaking of antlers, let's see what we've got in store. Alright, stay with me now. Let's hear what we got in store. Hmm. Oh, hey Shay, thanks for coming. So nice of you. I do thank you ever, despite my awkward individuality. It's nice of you to stop by. Let's see, we gave her a nice antler part here. Let's see, right here. A nice droopy antler here. Nice and easy here. All right. Let's see. We would take apart the take apart the nice the Woompa arm, huh? And give him looks like one of those streamer things, like. Look at that. Great job, Subi. Great job, Submeister. Ah, nice. I'm glad you're here. Let's see what else we have in store for you. Maybe guys. I'm still here. Just need to find what else is in store. What else can we fit? Okay, let me see. Right. Okay. Here we go. Okay. We'll give them a nice, if it'll, hopefully it will fit quick enough, tight enough here. All right, nice sock monkey helm ear here. All right, let's pop this off. I hope you'll mind, Soupster. What I did was I sewed up one of a nice sweater sock from Christmas and gave him nice. Wait, it's their choice, you know. Your body, your choice. I do believe, and that nice and strong arm. And if they don't like these parts, you can replace them with better ones if you so well please to, Soupster. I mean, thank you for coming. I do appreciate. And please, we must we must we must protect him. Let's see, trans rights. You know, Pride Month is coming. It's our month, baby. Please, we must protect. Please, everybody, we must protect Zubul. Protect them from J.K. Rowling and Chappelle, if you get the reference. Protect them from those two, if you get the reference. You're the wind beneath my wings, Soupster. And you were so nice. And you were so nice to Gangle, making her. Just you're so kind to her in the last episode. You know, we'd love you even more for that. And please do tell Ashley Nichols I said hello, and hope you're in good health today. All right, thank you. Have a good one. Oh yes, you just stay here. Just rest into all. What else we've got? Oh yes, here's a nice good old friend over here. All right. Now this is not from Glitch Productions, actually. I got in this nice hunk of a man, this nice hunky with extra webby toes. This is the gummy goo from. Are you familiar with the term the bud seat from the Budsies? They are a homemade. They're a nice homemade store. A nice homemade store that if you send a custom print of a homemade original OC character, however, whatever you want, then you will be able to just basically print out the front and back of what they look like. He, she, they, them. And so what I did, it took about, I would say, 4 months for them to reply back. And I made sure to send one of the hunky arts of Gummy Goo. And they said the specific color. The only they asked me was the specific color of green that they wanted. So I sent it back. I actually have a small short video I'll have to send back off the sooner later of them. So I can recommend Budsies and Glitch Productions. And so, crikey. You alright, miss? Don't worry, lads. It sounds like anything bad's gonna happen to me when I get to the circus. Hey, I like to meet Kane. He seems like a nice, assuming where this is going. This is circus, huh? I'll get used to this. Hey, Richard Ringleader. I'll let you go meet them. Give me down. I'm now Poof your pal. Wait, what? Wait, what? Oh, well. Wait, and somewhere there, his brothers, Chad and Max, like, where's Gummigoo go? He said he was going to the store to get some cigarettes, but he never left. Oh man. Me arms so squiggly still. Oh, wait, where's me mates? Me arms so squiggly still. Where's Gummigoo? Oh, well, I'm all alone. Poor mate. Yeah, my prize sessions. There's a photo, actually, I did on the newest episode of Kale's Tales of uh, me as dressed as Pomni, staring at this thing, and that was the first time it popped up, and I was like, where? And someone posted, I think on Tumblr, like, he's gone off the deep end, and I don't blame him. Yes, I have. You know, yes, I admit. So that's just one of the things I have up the sleeve. I'm I'm a digital circus fanatic, you know? As you can tell, I actually got Gangle here. Gangle here tattooed on the arm. No regrets. No regrets whatsoever. You know? It feels great. It feels nice and divine. So far, we've made about 36 minutes. Alright, made it this far. Alright. This is good. I'm gonna have a drink of water before we head on. No regrets whatsoever, Shell. I agree. Oh, you have no idea. What else would I have in store? Oh yes, back in January, I I don't regret this. This is how much a fanatic I am for the digital circus world. Is I actually went on Streamly signings. You can well, you make the 3 or 4 hour drive to a Comic-Con, and you go wait in line, meet them, either interact a bit, get a picture from or autograph, whether it's an actor or voice actor you love and enjoy to the moon and back. And you get Streamly signed. I love Streamly better because with that you can type what, as long as it's not, no bad language or anything inappropriate. Then so what I did with um Saber Spark, who is I guess he's going through something I don't canonically have any knowledge of. But anyway, he Saber posted a one of the Streamly signings. They've been doing for about, I think, since the pilot Streamly signings. They did back then, and Amanda Hubbard has been almost at all of them. There's none with Lizzie Freeman, who voices Bomni. They're like all of them have. Some of them have like one with Amanda and Micheal Kovach only, one with Sean Shiplock and Amanda, one with Marissa Lenti, Alex Rochon, Sean and Amanda. One of them, but with Micheal, Amanda, Marissa, and Alex. They actually got one with all of them except Ashley and Pomni. The one I got involved with, sort of, was the one that Saber hosted in January. I listen to those, like, I love them. They're like a failed podcast to me. The one that Saber Spark hosted in January with, you got the whole cast except Lizzie. And they got Wiz, who, he's a friend of Goose. He lives in UK. He did the April Fool's video for Digital Circus. Feraton, who's voiced at Tessa and Murder Drones, and Princess Luli Lalu in Digital Circus. They got Hamish, who's voiced at Max in episode 2. And then they got everyone but later on, not knowing that I would somehow get her 4 of her autographs from Comic-Con. I don't know if this is backwards or not, but I just don't want you to feel like you're nothing. I don't want anyone to feel like that. You know? So stuff like that, things like that. One of the first, some of them I never thought they would either sign or not if they make it live. So I was first one signed about 17 minutes later was from Marissa Lenti. That I love this because I found the same thing. Amanda, Sean, and Alex, they would interrupt each other because they all have ADHD. And Marissa's like the mom of the group, like, come on, guys, stop it. We need to sign Prince. Let's not talk over each other. Please, stop it. And that she's equally as demented as well. It still is like the parent of the group, you know? She's like the parent of the group. And I've only visited her Twitch streams twice, just to see what they're like. But one I've got them all laminated is Kale, you're having paid with Ragatha and not waiting until a designated break? And a little Gangle smile. This one of those I love doing because it gets a reaction out of everybody else, which is one of the reasons why I love seeing it live. It is So worth it. So bloody worth it, you know? And that's one. Later on, I would get one from Sean Chiplock, the newest one of as Kinger here, and we got him saying, based on, this is a quote from the Sonic fan dub that I think Snapcube, like, I miss my wife Kales. I miss her a lot. I'll be back. And the doodle of Kinger riding on a bull, because there's a hint, a small like Easter egg in episode 4 where he's not in the episode, he's barely in the episode, and he's got a solo adventure of him at a rodeo riding a bull. Yeah, so it's one of those I'm so proud of doing. I also got a birthday present, from Shay. I've ordered one for Shay from that Amanda signed, where they like everything's gonna be okay new stuff with a little Bible flag. So that let's see what else. Oh yes, from Alex. I have one somewhere. Let's see. Join Micheal as we stare at a wall until our eyes bleed. Read it well for mature Zubals only. Which is a quote that Sean said in Wiz's video with Sorrel, the April Fool's video. That's one. Oh, now I remember. I got two from Micheal Kovach before, actually. I have somewhere in this drawer. That I'm so glad. Let's see. It's it. Hey, Gail. You look like you've taken life before. Want to try bonding with me? Very nice of him. I just and here, like a crazy person, I actually got let's see. That's when I fell in love. Like, how much can I push? Can I push this button? How much can I push the limits of what's offensive and what everybody's okay with? So the first one I got from Micheal Kovach was I don't know if you can see the print or not if it's backwards, but hey Gail, you're not afraid of human centipedes, are you? You parasite. You're not afraid of human centipedes. Just get a reaction, hilarious reaction from chat. There, I don't. No regrets. Honest to God, no, zero regrets. And the one that Saber Spark hosted, Micheal Ashley was there, but they didn't sign, and Micheal all his markers were all washed, so that's why I actually got one from Ashley, Zupel. So Kale, yes, I admit it. There was a game show in the Golden Queen. Not just one of them, And hopefully they do another streaming signing. They were so bloody fun. Let's see what else. Another from Alex is a quote I got from "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared," because I immediately thought of Teeth, because they're both "Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared" and Digital Circus. They're both existential crisis shows. What's that? Plain white sauce? Plain white sauce made your teeth go gray. Do ain't healthy. Every quote I'm telling you guys is actually from. I made a small video of it. I got the Digital Circus cast to say all these things. One of them actually I have right here from Alex is, Kale, I know you don't hate my adventures. You love me, and I love you too. Let's throw milk on a wall together. It's been a while since I've done that. Because of this line of where he says, I'm gonna go drink water. It's been a while since I've done that. But there's this story, there's this one telling, the retelling, this one YouTuber, I forgot his name, I think Alienation. I hope I didn't get it wrong. No. They say they did the same thing, erase Gummy Goo from a Pomni and say, well, I'm gonna go throw milk at a wall. It's been a while since I've done that. and that's where that line came from, like, inspired by them. And I thought it was a reference for like the milk drawer, which was funny. One I have hanging up here by Amanda Hubbard. I'll get it real quick. Let's see, I'll get this real quick to show you guys. Let's see here. All right. We'll play Blue's Clues to figure out how Pomni got those swollen bite marks on her leg. I love Blue's Clues. It meant the world that they actually got to say it live in front of the whole cast. The swollen bite marks on her leg, and you can tell, for those who've been with me for a while, you can tell I actually said they were actually words from me. So I would go on to Marissa Lenti because she had so many prints signed. I got 2 more from her, which I don't regret. Let's see. A quote from The Invisible Man, 1930s, is, "Crazy? You think I'm crazy? I'll show you who's crazy, Jax!" With a little pissed off Gangledoodle. Let's see. I have another one from her is, let's see. Here we go. Show it real quick. Let's dance around and sing along. The fun will never stop. I have fun all day long. It said so on the clock. That is a song quote from the Gumball episode, The Puppets, where the Becky Sloan and Joe Pelling, who created Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, they worked on that episode and voiced the characters in that. Now, this one I cannot believe Amanda actually did in the beginning. I was immediately thinking, because Ragatha had hurt so much people, broken the hearts of, because of the Supit sauce. I wonder, would Ragatha apologize, and how so? So when Amanda said, "Kale," another print from Kale, and she put a ukulele doodle, and I was laughing my ass off so hard. I'm about to tell you why. Please tune on in, everybody. Tune on in. Why a ukulele doodle? I was so happy because that was one that Amanda did with Sean and Michael. And for those who remember, hi, Kale. Let's go on a toxic gossip train. Chugging on the trucks of misinformation. A toxic gossip train. Amanda actually sung that, and that was from Miranda Sings apology. I was so like, holy shit, they actually said it live. It's like 2 minutes of freaking heart laughter. I can't believe they actually. Thank you, Marissa. No, thank you, Amanda, both. Thank you both. You're the best. You were the best for that. And for that, I appreciate it. Another one I got from from Sean is I have it around here. At one point he would say, "Man, Kelsey is buying so many prints. Like, what is wrong with you?" Well, he didn't say it like that, of course. Let's see if you got from here. "And that, my little angels, also Jax, is how I framed Kate for Gummy Goo's murder. You all helped me forget that I had a wife. Oh, I love you, kitties. You helped me forget I had a wife." What? What? It's just 2 of them I would get later from, because in my mind I was thinking of Steve Universe. And so I got Amanda and Micheal Kovach both to do two different quote from both of Spinell's songs. Is And Pony smiled, that's what I'm after. A smile in her eyes, the sound of her laughter. And then she smiled, that's what I'm after. A smile in her eyes, the sound of her laughter. And that's what I'm really still thinking of. That's one song that still makes me tear up. Another one I did, Micheal Kovach said it's Jax, as, the Spinell song from Other Friends. Like, who am I? Who am I? What are you even saying? I'm the loser of the game you didn't know you're playing. Let's play another game. This time I get to win. Life on the line when I think's all ready or not. Let's begin. Another one the last one I got from Sean Shiplock is actually Say, Micheal! I took one of Gooseworth's bath salts and I'm high! It's no wonder how she gets the job done. Because the print looks like some you take when you're on acid or LSD. I don't know if they're both the same thing or what. Thank you all for coming to visit. My own grandmother came to visit. Oh yes, thank you. And thanks, Derpy. I know it's you, Caden. It's nice to have, whether the audience is short or not, it's nice to do something for first time. It really is. Feels great. And let's see, what else have I got to share? But because this was out of polite impatience, is because Gooseworks made canon that the Ragda episode, then episode 5 is going to be the Ragda episode. The spotlight's going to be on her. So what I did, I got Amanda to sign live, is, Kale, listen, I know what's gonna happen in the Ragda episode. Then she turns to a human, she turns to a centipede. Ghost, what the heck? Because it's been about 5 months now since December, and that's just I guess that was just my impatience showing a bit. Just for the injured, yes, I did get so many prints, something that the family doesn't need to know about. I've got more. My own prints are actually going to be showing up they're actually going to be showing up for tomorrow's live stream of the Gaslight District. Another one I got here from Michael from his last signing. Rivers belong where they can ramble. Eagles belong where they can fly. I got to find my corner of the sky. As N from Murder Drones. For those who don't know this musical lyrics, this is from the musical Pippin. Pippin. And I've seen that. Fun fact. The same day I just got through meeting Lizzie Freeman and her boyfriend Carlos. They're my Saturday after, I think it was Saturday after meeting them. Then that same day, I think it was Valentine's Day, and Glitch brought a new short with us with Murder Drones but wholesome, and it was Micheal Kovach's live stream where he signed his N, one of his N prints, who I thanked, and I got a few prints from about 3 of them from Lizzie. One of them, and she was so sweet to remember my name, which I thank her to it back for. It was let's see, to Kale's Tales. Let's see. If you're wondering who the artwork is, art credit to Joanna Davidovich, who Joanna Davidovich. She is a live streaming artist. She is the one who made this artwork of the Anxiety Girl. That was That was Joanna, and I thank you so much for that. Yeah, that's just some of the digital circus ones I've got, and I'm excited to see what they've got in store for tomorrow. Did I show every one of them? Probably my favorite from Pomni. I'm glad you're here with me. Just hugging her dad, Kinger. That's probably my favorite one of all is as that's probably my favorite relationship is I love them having a dad and daughter relationship. There's something that's so relatable. Just Kinger being like a father figure, looking after Pomni, who's just anxious, and he'll probably teach Pomni how to ride a bike and ride a bike. It's just so. I want to be Kinger when I grow up. I want to be a dad. I wonder if I'll be a good enough dad. I'll never know. That's just one of the things I secretly got in store. So I'm looking forward to the next one, and I think the cast for that very much. Let's see what else we got in store. I'm sure I've got anything. Well, let's see. For those who remember Bo Burnham, I remember his music faithfully. You can find his musical specials on Netflix. There is A City of World on Fire. Welcome to the internet. Have a look around. Anything a brain of yours can find that will be found. We got mountains of content, some better, some worse. If none of that is easy for you, you be the first. Welcome to the internet. Come and take a seat. Perhaps. And so what we have here is I'm going to read you a few passages from his book, Egghead, or You Can't Survive on Ideas Alone, by Bo Burnham. Drawings by Chance Bone. I did a small video on this before, back when my editing skills were crappy. I like to give it a try, at least. Right. I won't read all of them, I'll just read a few. Everybody ready to settle down now? Alright then. A Dog's Poem. Roses are gray, violets are a different shade of gray. Let's go chase cars. Kiss you. I want to kiss you all day. I want to start at dawn. I want our mouths dry out by breakfast. I want our jaws to start cramping by noon. I want us to question our decision to kiss all day by hour 5. I want to have sex really quickly, then seriously stop all this kissing bullshit because you need your personal space, apparently. Oh, good pun. Breadhead, egghead. I see what you did there, Shell. Shell draws. Good one. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate it. Very nice of you. Anyway, the squares. Art by Chance Bone. The squares lived happily in their square houses, in their square yards, in their square town. One day, a family of circles moved in from the west. Get out here, you Rownies! Shouted one of the squares. Why? Asked one of the circles. Because this is a metaphor for racism. Oh boy. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Anteater, blender, butthole. I love this already. Anteater, blender, butthole. These words know what they're doing. What does a blender do? Blend. What does an anteater do? Eat ants. What's a butthole? A hole in your butt. What is a carpet? No idea. What is manslaughter? It's actually slaughtering men or women. Misleading. What is folklore? Bunch of folk doing lore? What the fuck is lore? We need more words like toothbrush. See now. Ooh, I eat words. Delicious words. I gobble the words that you make. Words like rod, taste like turds, but Billow tastes like cake. I stuff my face with afterwards and wash it down with hush. Dessert must wait till afterwards, like lunch, like hunch, or flack, or crush. And my dessert won't be dessert. That word is tough to chew. I'll have my word that's sweet and curt, like pony, nip, or blue. Ooh, I put my chameleon on a red dildo. He blushed. Let's see. Suits. The influx of suited men on the airport's moving walkway transformed to a conveyor belt. All right. Here's one. All right. Alfred. You're a bunny, Alfred. You're bunny, Alfred. Quit all this elephant bullshit. Look at your little bunny ears. Look at your adorable whiskers. Do elephants have little bunny ears? No, they have adorable whiskers. No, they don't. You can't just wake up one day and decide to be an elephant, Alfred. The world doesn't work like that. There are rules, Alfred. And you want to stomp all over them. Get over yourself. Just some passages. Let's see. Fitting. How fitting, she thought to herself. Or just thought as she was the only person to whom she ever thought. How fitting she thought that her words, after dumpling in her head all day, came out shrunken, like they were meant for a child. Here we go. The flirt. I could make an easy joke to get you laughing, something about a cat, and then the word pussy being used ambitiously. I could tell a sad story to get you crying, like how I had a single mother who started selling handmade yo-yos to support her only child. I could tell you an interesting fact to get you nodding, like how carpets were first made in the hopes that all the world's grass would one day be replaced by carpets, or, as they called them, comfy grass. I could tell you a scary story to get your teeth chattering, something about a really old man, sitting in a squeaky rocking chair, pointing at you. What are you in the mood for? Let's see, what else? We won't get too deep into this because there are things I love to get off the chopping block. Ooh, okay. The Martian. One of the Martians came around the house later last night, talking in code or some shit. Weird fucking things they are. See the picture good? Okay. Weird fucking things they are. He rambled for a good 10 minutes. Didn't listen. Kept staring at his brain. Through that tacky glass head of his. I could see his thoughts form. I could see him scramble around like ants on hot pavements. Dumb and flightless. That's what they are. He eventually left. Haven't thought of him since. I don't want to die. It keeps me up at night. Because I know that when I die, whenever that will be, I'll probably wake up in some futuristic shopping mall, having just spent $2 and a mere 15 space minutes living my life by means of one of the future's virtual reality massage chairs. Then I'll get up and watch the long line of people circle through, living my life, then getting back in line. And I'll remember who I am again. I'm Micheal Kovach, a 12-year-old Pan-Asian European girl, and I'm a fugitive. Split decision. Since both of us can have you, one of us will have to have you. I won't go too far into it. That's just one of the poems there. You know? Let's see. Now, what else have I got in store? When I was growing up, one of my favorite shows by Jim Henson and in his Muppet Company. And his Muppet Company really is Jim Henson's The Storyteller. If you wonder what it was, I don't know if it's a forgotten or not. Some people may or may not remember it. It's one of my favorite anthology shows growing up. It was told from ancient Greece, uh, old German folklore, and Roman folklore. John Hurt played the storyteller with no name. There was his puppet dog that didn't have a name. Uh, there's one episode that's my favorite. Jim Henson, he's the only one that Henson directed, which was The Soldier and Death. And there's about 9 episodes only, but I still treasure that DVD to this day, and I love it to moon back. And there are some graphic novels that I managed to collect. There are hard copies of them, and some are hard to find as well. I've got the ghost story, the ghosts, which that one. There's 3 stories. They're both so dark. There's even child death, which is a sensitive subject for sure. So I'm gladly now if if the audience will mind have me do it, I'll gladly read you something from there. Lorelei, daughter of the Rhine. Just some things this may sound like an audiobook for sure, won't it? And the time now is about 1 hour and 7 minutes. Alright, made this far. Not gonna give up now. Once upon a time, in old Germania, there was a town called Wachera, which sat on the banks of the Rhine River. Wanderers and pilgrims used to speak of Wachera in odd tones, for it seemed to all who passed through it like a fairy town. Everyone in Wachera was content. Indeed, most were even happy, and were all quite wealthy. The townsfolk wore gold the way we wore wool, woven into their clothes. They wore it around their necks. They wore it in their hair. They wore it on their feet. They traded with neighboring towing for food and clothes, and so they never knew the specter of starvation. Their gold came from the river. Their town, in fact, came from Lorelei, who was the lady of the river, daughter of Father Rhine. Every day, her songs echoed from the great bluff that bore her name, drifting through the town and cheering up the women who worked at the looms and the men who reaped in the nearby fields. Lorelei is at work, they told each other, when her clarion song came at noon. The townsfolk did not know what the precise nature of Lorelei's work was, but they knew that it was she who bought them their gold. Every once in a while, when the fishing boats were plying the waters of the great river, Lorelei rose up from the waves and graced one of the fishermen with a bracelet or ring of breathtaking design, too delicate and fine to be work of a human. The men who were given these gold pieces were dubbed Lorelei's husband by the townsfolk, and indeed, the ring was a promise. Come the summer solstice, the townspeople held a great pageant that marched through the streets and ended the banks of the river. Lorelei's husband, whoever he was that year, was then led into the water, where Lorelei waited for him, and a mysterious smile on her otherworldly face. Lorelei took the man in her arms, and the two of them disappeared into the water. The man was never seen again. The townsfolk told stories of Lorelei's glittering palace under the river, of how each year Lorelei's husband became the king of the palace and lived in sublime comfort and pleasure. until the husband was called by Father Rhine to fight in this endless war against the sky gods. They spoke of how Lorelei sang her sorrow at each departure. In winter, her daily songs made the townsfolk shiver more than the snow ever could. And how she could not bear the sound of her voices echo through the empty palace. And so she spun a new ring, and she graced it upon a new man. They spoke of how Lorelei always hoped that her father would spare this new husband. But the truth is that these were all simply stories that the townsfolk told each other. None of them knew precisely what happened after Lorelei and her husband disappeared into the river of the Stolzes. None of the villagers knew the truth, and they were all happy and rich. As all things go, this Eden could not last. It ended the year that Lorelei chose the wrong man to be her husband. It ended the year that Lorelei chose Heinrich. You see, the problem with Heinrich was a girl named Sophia. When they were both 16, Heinrich promised to love Sophia until his dying breath, and Sophia, hidden in the shadows of oak trees, swore never to leave Heinrich's side. They had told no one of their vows, afraid that they were of their family's reactions. Sophia was the daughter of forest witches, and Heinrich's family, like all of the Wargia townsfolk, were wary of the forest. On the eve of the midsummer solstice, Heinrich and Sophia met by moonlight to conduct the plan. They whispered to each other, they held each other's hands, they kissed, then they broke away from each other to face the coming day. They both followed the plan perfectly. Sophia trailed the pageant as it bore Heinrich to the river. She watched as he stepped into Lorelei's arms. As she lingered as the townspeople flocked back to Warja's town square, where a bonfire and barrels of ale and tables of sweets waited for them, Sophia stepped down to the water. Sophia was not a particularly good witch. Despite her upbringing, she could not trick the foxes or read the future in the face of the moon, or hear the sleeping murmurs of trees. But she did know how to convince a fish to let her borrow its lungs for an hour. And this is all she needed to know. Handsome little fish, I have a deal for you. If you let me borrow your air for an hour or two, I'll paint your scales in pure gold, so that all the other fish gasp at the sight of you. With the fish's gills curving on her neck, Sophia dived into the Rhine, and she swam to find her love. She swam to find Lorelei, to bargain with her for Heinrich's life. She swam to find out if the townsfolk's stories were true. The tale of Lorelei's palace. Yes, that story was true. Deep under the waters of the Rhine, deeper than any of the town's people dared to venture, the palace gleamed like a crown made of ice and gold. The story of the sublime luxury of Lorelei's palace? This story, Sophia had a harder time verifying. The palace was certainly stately and glamorous, but it was too quiet and lonely to be truly comfortable. As she swam through its hallways and searched its chambers, she found it empty, saving for drifting schools of fish. Was Lorelei's husband called to arms by Father Rhine? This story, Sophia discovered, was absolutely false. For when she finally came upon Lorelei, her bargaining words at the reed on the top of her tongue, she learned the truth about Lorelei. Sophia's words evaporated in her throat. There could be no bargaining because Heinrich, who had followed Lorelei down below and waited for Sophia to arrive, was already dead. This was a true story. Lorelei killed her husbands when she brought them down to her palace on the summer solstice. Perhaps Lorelei heard Sophia's wails of misery, or perhaps she didn't. She certainly paid no heed as Sophia fled the palace, the river, the banks, stumbling dumbly into the town of Wachara. Lorelei paid no heed as Sophia screamed a halt to the townsfolks drunk in celebrations around the bonfire, nor did she hear as Sophia told them the truth of what she'd seen deep in the waters of the Rhine. She didn't hear as they debated amongst themselves the merits of trusting a witch. Oblivion in their arguments until Sophia's furious words and their drinks got the better of them, heating up their blood and loosening their tongues. However, Lorelei did hear when they marched to the banks of the river in a roaring, jangling crowd and demanded to speak with her. "Listen, Lorelei, there shall be no more husbands for you unless you prove this witch to be a liar. There shall be no more husbands for you if you promise our men only death. We will not stand for our men to be killed like this." Lorelei heard, and she was not amused. She rose from the waters in a main storm. "You spiteful little creatures! How do you think I spend my gold? It does not appear out of thin air. Bone and blood, water and stone. The spells Greek gold do not come cheaply. So you covet my gold, refuse my price? Then there shall be no more gold for you, no more gold, no more wealth, no more happiness. So be it!" Lorelei dove into the angry, churning waters, sinking deep, deeper, deepest, until no hint of her shadow could be seen. Not then, not now, and not any time in between. About Lorelei, the gull which had previously littered the banks near the town petered out, till it glittered only in townfolk's memories. To say the least, the people of Wartra no longer wore gold in their hair and around their necks. So did the people of Wartra simply forget the terms in the drift of time, or did they willfully erase it from their memory? And that's the story there. Someday maybe I'll do a video on that. I've got other fish to fry though, much bigger for sure. You know, it's nice. So far, I made it this far. I got in store. This is very quiet. I just wanted to get a little bit of music in there. That's all. Thanks for everyone, for those who are sticking around a bit. Let's see. For the channel before, I used to do a certain thing, which was sculpt the clay. So instantly, I had the right here, actually. For those who stick around, I meant to. Oh, thank you, Shell, for sticking around. I'm doing my best to stay entertaining. For those who know with the brand Sculpt the Clay, I used to make projects like this for either gifts or just show. I'll show you the results. Actually, I have a few over here. The last ones I did. I made a few when I still do love Stevieverse, so I made two of them. Let's see, two Spinel ones because I love her to the moon and back. It's a nice good Spinel here. Who am I? Who am I? What are you even saying? I'm the loser of the game you didn't know you're playing. I made her have a big pumpkin head. One of the first Stevieverse characters I did because at the time I was running out. I only had yellow. I just had yellow Sculpty. And when I have baked yellow diamond just across your arms thoroughly. It was kind of pretty simple to sculpt her helmet, her giant helmet, and she was pretty tall. So this one of the things I did, as a few I have right here is what else we got? A nice good walling little peridot. Oh, you clots! Die, 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 die! Oh, you clots. And my crappy version of Steven Universe. Love and death and love and birth and love and death and love and birth and me and peace and war to the planet Earth. Whoa, is there anything that's worth more than peace and lore to the planet Earth? Love and death and love and birth, love and death and love and birth and peace and lore to the planet Earth. Yeah, it's one of the things I'm very proud of making on own, you know? I actually have up here, hanging up here around about the area, is a lion. I made a nice good lion there. So I can recommend the sculpted clay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to gladly show you a good example of it. Alright. Alright, for those of you staying in, Shell mostly. It's nice to have a audience bit. So, right again, you take a nice tin foil here, and you make it to whichever shape you like it to be. You get your sculpted clay out and about. Right. Make it to whatever shape you like it to be. So make it whichever it is that word. That's very pure and simple. Right. Make sure it's there. Make sure it's not too. For those who like to make limbs, who like to make any sort of limbs, I recommend either small toothpicks. They've worked. Sometimes they worked well with me. They worked pretty easy and well with me, actually. So we've got a nice round, looks nice little circle here for starters, for a nice good example. You can even touch it up if you want to. Nice good round. Right. I recommend keeping your Sculpty in a Ziploc, or make sure that it doesn't dry. Make sure it doesn't get stale or wet. All right. Make sure that it gets easily. Let's see. feel free to make it into a person, place, or thing. This whatever your object is that's made of tin foil. So what we got here, all right. I'll show it up so you can easily see what we've got in store. A few of these I would make as gifts or just anything if I see. Make sure there's no tinfoil showing. That you can use your fingers, or if you like to make sure it's smooth enough, wear any sort of gloves. Sometimes I like to wash my hands carefully and make sure that there are no let's see that there are no tin foil showing whatsoever. Right. All right. You can choose either make this a little bit numb or the pointy part here if you like a little nub. I like that word. It's probably one of my favorite words. Nub. Little nubby. All right. Make sure to get this. It doesn't have to be too perfect. It's okay. It is okay. You don't have to worry about getting it too bottlenecking. I just love sharing a personal favorite talent of mine. You know. All right. How much? Easy does it? Okay. Okay. The rest of the tail here we've got is we all right, so far getting around here carefully. Usually I would put on you're welcome to put on anything on Spotify, whether it's acoustic music, like any sort of music you want, or whether it's on Spotify or YouTube. It'd be something, whether it's piano, violin, or uh word for music you like, maybe ABBA, maybe a Taylor, maybe Taylor Swift, maybe My Chemical Romance, maybe Toad Wet Sprocket, perhaps something, anything. I would put on like maybe a video podcast. Like to me is I don't know. To me, the Ricky Gervais show was it felt like that felt like a a video podcast because they animated him Stephen Merchant and Carl Pilkington, and I think last like 2 or 3 seasons, and that felt like a field podcast to me. There's some things I'd see like the Joe Rogan, that felt like a field podcast, you know. So okay, we got. You're welcome to add a little more if you'd like to give this weird thing a face. If you'd like to give it a no eyes, ear, one, two. All right. If you see, you have to. If you like to give it a proper look, make sure there's no tinfoil showing whatsoever. Make sure of that. Make sure it's nice and steady, nice and easy. Does it? All right. Alright. Make sure this is nice and give a good proper inspection. You can choose if you like to give the weird thing limbs or not. For this one, it was supposed to be a donut. Like, no, that's cliche. Give it more. Give it they, them, whatever pronouns. More class. Okay. Maybe I like to make it more odd looking. Perhaps. Maybe not give it a pointy tail. Alright, I will probably make it look like a bull. Yeah. So more like a bowl to you? Perhaps a sort of cup or suction cup, maybe? Alright, what we got here? Go. Okay. So far we made we're still making more progress here. A little bit more. You feel free to add more or less, perhaps. Sure, a little bit more. That no tinfoil showing. I hope not sound like a broken record, but make sure. Right. All right. Go. We flatten it down to make sure that it's still All right. We'll give it huge. We'll get huge freak. Oh, wait, let's give it huge fucking eyes. Buggy eyes, perhaps. There we go. What do you say? Almost looks like a shrimp. Looks like a cartoon shrimp with a suction for a tail. How that? Okay. Da, 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 go. Go. Okay. So far we have what we have so far. Probably now, the best thing to do. Set the oven. Make sure to preheat it for 250 degrees. 250 degrees. Put a plate like this. A plate like this under it, or a baking pan if you'd like to. Make as much as you want, whatever fits, and set it for 20 or 22 minutes. Well, first set 200 set preheat it for 250 degrees. Wait until the oven beeps 3 times, and then you can put it in. Wait for about 20 or 22 minutes, and turn it off and let it. And the let's see, they cool it, and then they'll be nice and solid, and we'll be able to paint it however we like, however they like to be. With this one, I want to set an example. Just share one of my personal passions. I used to do a lot of sculpting clay figures a lot, and some of them I'm very proud of doing. So we have one of these little guys here, and I'll save you for later. You know. Right, well, what we got so far? We made progress, we made progress. All right. Right. Got the area. Here we go. All right. What do you say we go back to let's see, nice the soup meister here. Well, thank you. Oh, let's see, thanks, Shell. Before I forget not to get to one of the best results of the sculpted clay, actually. I'm very proud to say. I think at the time, Paul Rubens, who played Pee Wee in Pee's Playhouse, I sculpted a lot of figures of his furniture. I made Cherry here, Cherry, get it? Just to resemble one of the Pop Funko that one of the Pop Funko figures here. They're just a silly little guy, you know. They're just one of my private sessions. It's one of the things I'm very proud of making by hand. Just for examples, really, you know. I know I had a pen around and about here somewhere. No, I know that I did. Mm, let's see. Mm. Now, there is something I would like to announce real quick. I always wanted to do this, just to give, if you guys let me give this a try. For those who are still around, shell draw mostly. When I made that, when Adamnento made the thumbnail of a Kovy Cat being omnipresent and psychotic looking, creepy looking, I I knew I needed guests, so here it is actually. If you let me give it a try. Gummy, distract me if you please. Alright, let me give this a try real quick. We do have a special guest, don't worry. You still with me? Don't worry, I'm still here. Hello everybody! It's me, Micheal Kovach. Nice to thank you. Hold your applause, please. Ah, hello, cats and hey there, cats and kittens. It's so great to meet you. How is everyone? Yes, Kales, thank you for having me on your show. It's so very nice of you, really. I know, for those who know me, I'm Micheal Kayak, Michael Horwitz Kayak. That's my given Catholic name. Yes. Hi, I'm doing well. I'm high spirits. Yes. I I've been a voice actor since 2010, more or less. Yes. I am a sur. Let's see. I'm a sur. I will survive. Yes. Thank you. I voiced R in Murder Drones. I was let's see. I was Devil Dust in the Harlan Hotel pilot, which I'm now the Pillsbury Doman for Puppy Playtime, Chapter 5. I I'm now Jaxie Boy for the the amazing digital cupboard, where we have nothing but Vicodin and penicillin. So where I voice Jaxie. Yes, thank you. And so I'm doing well. I'm high spirits. Thank you. I created the Kovy Cat. That's me. Let's see. What I have here is at one point I was dating my longtime partner Zuber. I mean, at one time Ruble. Thank you, Ruble, for showing up here. Give let's see, give us a kiss. Okay, yep, I deserve that. You can sit down now. Thank you. Uh, so great to have you all here. How are you? It's me. All right. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna sign a friends. Thank you, Kit. Thank you. Um, let's see what we have here. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Thank you. Uh, hmm. All right. We got one from Crappy Corner from Crappy Corner. They must have a lot of crap in their corner. We have a nice signed. All right, birthday order the Retro Jack. Quote the Retro Jack. It looks like one of those LSD trips back in my day. Yeah. Luckily I got my dirt chip from AA, so I'm good use, you know. Ah, I'm doing so well. Yes, hello. Oh yes, nice to meet you, Shell. It's Michael Kayak. That's I won't. I hate repeating my name. You know, it's so embarrassing. You know, but that's me. Okay, we're gonna sign right here, right now. Let me just move a few things just to get started. All right. Let's see. All right. It's with a little nice happy text doodle. Yep. There we go. It says let's see. You're not afraid of human centipedes, are you? Are you Crappy? Huh, what a crappy name, you parasite. And a nice little Jack Doodle there. So thank you. Yes, thank you all for tuning in to for Kale's show. He's very nice guy. Kale's very nice guy. Whether it's a no, he's not a fur. No, he's not a furry. I'm actually for a while people thought I was the furry for some weird reason. You know. Well, on the internet there is a torrent of possibilities, you might say. So that's me. And well, yes, I used to voice Devil Dust back in my day. Oh, I love you too, Shell Draws. You're such oh, thank you. I am it's terribly nice to meet you, thank you. I'm doing well. I am high spirits. Yes. So what we're going to do I used to voice Devil Dust, only the pilot. It's not canon. And so now they have this guy named Lake Roman. This voicing now. They're from Brooklyn, Bronx, and it's for the best, you know. But at least they're doing great. At least they're working. They're doing well. The fandom is just knuckin' futz. Trust me, I've seen I've seen the FNAF fandom, so this is nothing. This is squat. But it's well, you know. I've got my cat bro. I got my cat Rose somewhere. Hey, would you like to meet my cat? I'm sure you would. I'm sure you bloody would. I'm sure you bloody would. Yes, yes. All right. Thank you, cat. Thank you, cats and kittens. I'll be right back. Don't worry. Wherever Kalos is, I'm sure he'll be fine. Don't even worry about him. Ah, there he is. There she is now. Her name's Rose. Hi, Rose. How you doing, baby? Ah, hi, Rose. How you doing, baby? It's so nice to meet you. I just have my cat with me while I'm signing prints. So if you're wondering why I'm not signing today, I've been so busy with other things. You know, I have to. Oh, I've got so many acting gigs. You know, I've been trying to do a shitload of concert, a shitload of Comic Cons. I just got back from Level Up Expo with Lizard and Alexander of Roche. Let's see, Roshan. Such nice people. They're my coworkers. You know, we hang out and chill out, we Netflix and chill and all that. You know, I usually just want to go home to Seattle where it's cold. It's cold as hell and it's cold as balls in Seattle. You know, and I just want to go home and cuddle up with my cats because I'm just like I'm Kovy Cat. Right now, I have to. It's so much con. I somewhere in Oregon. I think I'm in Portland, Oregon at one point. I'm now going to uh, Ca- CadabraCon. I think that's in Texas. Come on down to Sweet Texas. You know what I mean? Yeah, yeah. Her name. So nice to meet you, baby girl. I'm so glad you're here with me. No, she's my soupster. She's my soupster. You know. It's so great to be here. I want to thank Hales for letting me be your special guest. It means so much. And he says it's okay for me to maybe someday be on the channel more often. I might sing a song more often. I'd be happy to. I'd be swell. I'd be happy to sing something, anything perhaps. Yes, something, anything really. Yes. So I turned. He turned. This is something he did. He wanted to do for a while. He watched one of my streams where I would sign for 3 or 4 hours. I would back when I was living with Ashley, and I would do a baby voice, dude, baby cry, and like a psycho, I would just scare the crap out of everybody. You know, it'd be for the best. Back in the olden days, I would just do. I just love. I do love to thank you all for coming, for all being here. You know. Well, I'm told I I hate to bother you. I hate to bother, but what else could we do for the past 2 hours? Not acting like filler, of course. I'm so happy to be here with my sweet cat that who I love and adore, and Soup Meister. But what else could we possibly do to pass the time? Maybe something, anything. Well, I could tell you about the other projects I was in. Let's see. Well, I was that cute little red dragon in Dragon Health Hunting. I was for my boss, Ducksworks, for lack of a better name. That's their given Christian name is Ducksworks. They made a lot of shows like Running Mo, and I was Darcy Boxman. No, not like the Boxman from OKKO. Let's Be Heroes and all that. But I was actually, I'm now. But they let me voice. I was in a few things for Goose, which they did a lot of collaborations with our animators. Now, according to Kale, I will be able of our projects. He would, if he was here, I'd just say he wanted to try something, even though he is an awkward bloke. It means a lot to try something new. This is a genuine thing he wants, like everyone else, you know. He doesn't want, not money, not fame, not. He just wants to be a part of a team, a part of something. Just doesn't want to be alone. Just wants to, like all good-hearted people, just to make a friend or two. And that we all want in this world is just to be part of a team, be part of something, you know. Just to feel like somebody. Just to make a friend or two. I'm glad you're here with me. Even if it's a small audience, where it's one or two people. Whether you like me or you hate me, or Kale, I mean, whether you love or hate Kale, I hope it doesn't color how you feel about the shows I work on. You know. Thank you all for joining it. I'm so glad you're here, and I love you all. And so does Pez, I mean Rose. Thank you for being here. And Kales, I hope you had the best birthday ever. And I thank you, Shell, for being here. I'm glad. I miss my wife, Tails. I miss her a lot. Just thank you. Thank you all so much for being here. And hope that, and if you'd like to see me go signing, Saturday, tomorrow at 8 p.m. Central Time Zone, I will be streaming signings, Streamlink. Please go buy my prints. I got the I mean, what's his full name? I don't want to say things that's already been said by Kramer, but anyway, it's N for Murder Drones, Doey, the Dough Man. Let's see, Jack from Digital Circus. Well, I'll be alongside Elaine, Alana, John, Jason, Gianni, uh, 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 Belshazzar. Yeah, Belshazzar. And Belshazzar Shade. And, I like the not so average fangirl. That's her given Catholic name. She'll be hosting. It's tomorrow. And I'll be there. And maybe I'll sign other things as well. So please come join us tomorrow. And thank you all for joining Kale's Tales. And thank you for having us on. I hope the rest of your days get quite a lot better for you. Thank you. Everybody. It's two people, but still, it's better than nobody at all. Have a good one, miss. Have a good one, mates. Okay, how do I... do not do this. Here we go? Okay, bye.